6:48 a.m. Thanks again for tuning in to Sunrise. Cindy's going to be chatting about Formula One in a short while. Let us know what you think on our Facebook page and our Twitter account as well. Do you think Sebastian Vettel will start making a comeback? He didn't dominate from the beginning of the season as he did last season. But on to other matters though. If you suffer from pain ranging from arthritis, gout, back and muscle pain, then stay tuned for the following insert. Tazim is a new device that has been said to help relieve pain. Sunrise had the opportunity of attending the launch of the device, so let's have a look at what happened.
History tells of how the most famous medical advances came about either from South Africa or by South Africans. Case in point, the CAT scan. It was developed by South African physicist Alan Cormack and Godfrey Hounsfield of EMI Laboratories. For their achievement, they were awarded the 1979 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. The world's first heart transplant was performed by Dr. Christian Barnard on the 3rd of December 1967 in Cape Town. And the action potential stimulation device invented by Jovan Lube in 1991 was specifically designed to relieve pain through its ability to electronically simulate the body's natural nerve pulses. Today, this device is used all around the world, and in South Africa, over 40,000 people use the device to relieve pain. In 2012, we welcome the Tazim pain modulation device. An intellectual touchscreen technologically advanced apparatus is what the Tazim pain modulation device has been described as. Tazim was specifically designed to help heal body pain. We at Sunrise are here at the Cape Town International Convention Center to witness the launch of this product that has been said to be a breakthrough in the medical sciences fraternity.
Hello, doctor.
Thank you. Hello and welcome to the Dr. Mole Show. We're talking about one of the most common conditions known to man today, a dinophobia. Not the fear of dinosaurs, the fear of pain. A big subject. Pain is experienced by more people than cancer, heart disease and diabetes combined. A subject we'll tackle again and again on the show. I can give you an academic definition for pain, but really simply it's just not nice. Pain, however, is not always a bad thing though. Most of the time it serves as a useful warning signal of actual or potential damage. If you didn't feel pain when you touched a very hot object, for example, you'd burn yourself severely. Or if you walked around on a fractured ankle, your bones would never heal. Chronic pain, on the other hand, doesn't function as a warning system, and the degree of pain is no indication of its severity of the disease, and it has the potential to make someone's life an absolute misery. So that's what we're focusing on today, not making your life a misery, but an approach to chronic pain. That's pain that lasts longer than 6 months. Dr. Rusty Hendricks is an expert in pain. There you go. I really would expect a sort of an eye patch, you know, and some sort of scar going, ha ha ha. But you're an expert in pain management, Rusty. Not so. Give us a quick lesson in the physiology, how pain works, before we get into managing it.
Well, in order to feel pain, you need to have what's called a receptor. On your skin, we call them nociceptors.
That's right.
It's like the switch on the wall. If you want the light to go on, you got to switch it on. And that is a little receptor that you find under your skin. There are various types of receptors for heat, for cold, and pain are called nociceptors. And when you stimulate that, whether it's with a pin or with a burn or anything, then signals will go up your nerve fibers towards your spinal cord. They can go slowly or they can go very fast. Okay. But at the spinal cord, there's a little gate. And usually they go through the gate and they go up towards your brain. And that's where you experience it. But the brain can modulate this. And the way it does it is it depends on your temperament. Depends on how depressed you are or how good you feel. For example, if you had a couple of drinks, you won't feel anything because your mood is elevated.
So if I was to say to you that pain is in the mind, it's a half-truth, not so?
It's a half-truth, yes. Yeah. But your brain is clever. It can modulate the pain, and it always tries to do that. But, you know, if it was possible, then we wouldn't have any pain.
This is true.
But pain overwhelms us, and it debilitates us. It brings us down. And that's how the body tries to respond to that, by producing certain substances that it pushes through your bloodstream to try and block that pain.
In fact, there are substances that almost enhance that pain. I mean, little compounds called prostaglandins, often released with painful stimuli, and although they don't directly stimulate pain receptors that Rusty was talking about, they do increase their sensitivity. And paracetamol or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, for example, decrease the effect of prostaglandins. That's why they work as painkillers.
Of course, it's not the only way to manage pain. There are several classes of medications that work along the pain pathway to alleviate chronic discomfort. Not to mention exercise, physical therapy, ultrasound and relaxation, as well as alternative approaches from dry needling to nerve blocks and electrical nerve stimulation, which we're discussing today.
Janine, I want to welcome you to the show. Thanks for coming. No, I'm teasing. Just quickly explain to us what Janine is on at the moment, Rusty.
Yeah, Janine is on a machine which we call the Tazim. What it does, it produces modified direct current, which is a combination of the current that we are sitting under, we just call alternating current, that we see the lights burning here, and direct current. And this is a special waveform which simulates or emulates your body's own pain signals. And as I mentioned earlier, you have fast nerve fibers and slow nerve fibers that take this. What Tazim does is it makes it go faster. It accelerates it 4 times. And in that way, remember I spoke about the gate? Well, it closes that gate.
Okay.
Yeah. So when the gate is closed, it doesn't matter what pain you've got, whether it's coming from your knees, your hips, your elbows, even your tooth, it will block that pain.
Janine, what are you experiencing at the moment? I mean, the machine is running. Do you feel anything?
Yes, it's just a tingly feeling where the patches are, and that's it. And it's quite relaxing, actually.
And you're treating what at the moment? You've got some neck pain, back pain?
Neck all the way down, back pain, it varies. But at the moment, we're just going from over here up to the neck.
We've got a Mr. Musselwell in the audience who has had a number of treatments. Janine, this is your first or second, so you're still a newbie here. What has been your experience, sir?
I had a C-spine fracture in '85, and ever since I've been on this machine, that's about 2.5 years ago, I haven't touched any tablets and I'm pain-free.
That's fantastic. Now, how would you explain that? Because most electrical devices that treat pain, treat them while they're on. As soon as you turn them off, it stops.
That's a very good question, Michael. This machine, because it works on the same sort of frequency as your body's own impulses, when you switch it off, yes, it may have blocked your pain then, it continues to work afterwards, and it works exponentially. It modulates the neurohormones in your bloodstream that are there to protect you. It produces melatonin, which, as you know, is the sleep hormone, and it also has a powerful anti-inflammatory effect.
I think when it comes to pain medication, that's what you're looking for, something that can manage your pain with minimal side effects. So although it may begin with an injury or an illness, ongoing pain can develop a psychological dimension. You talked about that earlier. After the physical problem has healed, this fact alone makes pinning down a single course of treatment tricky, and that's why we healthcare providers often find they have to try a number of different types of curative steps to make a difference. We're going to talk about that later in the show. Janine, thank you so much. Thanks, Rusty.
Thank you, Michael.
I want to live the best life.